Hello world, I'm Rich. This is Rich's World Beer Tour. Still doing reviews inside. Today is March 20th, 2013, the first day of spring. And in Minnesota, we got a high of 20 degrees. We've still got 2 feet of snow on the ground, and the wind was about 30 miles an hour today. We are gripped in Old Man Winter's grip. Today I'm going to unleash the devil, see if it helps a little bit. I've got from the Surly Brewing Company in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, got Pentagram. And this is one beer, I believe this is part of the infamous 5, a batch that's sitting for 5 years aging, and this is a sampling of it that they pulled and bottled. I could be wrong. This is all second, third hand to me, but if you know the true story, let me know. But they pulled a sample of it. It uses, let me see, it says this arcane seal. You can see it's sealed in wax. There's what you're looking for. Pentagram, hard to see, purple on black, but Pentagram. This arcane seal guards an enigmatic brew that is funky, dark, and sour. If you choose to break the seal, you have been warned. They use 100% Brettanomyces, dark beer fermented in stainless and aged in used red wine barrels. This strain of yeast, it's a unique strain, produces flavors that would be considered offensive if they were not intentional. So this is, I don't know what to expect here. I'm expecting some sort of Belgian funkiness. It says enjoy immediately or age at cellar temperature for a couple of years. Well, I got 2 bottles when it came out, so we're going to enjoy one now, and one's going to sit down in the cellar for a couple of years, and we'll see what it's all about. So I've never had anything with this type of yeast. Again, I'm thinking kind of Belgian farm ale, some of those funky flavors, and that's what they're warning us about. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know. Leave a little something out on the review on YouTube or on Facebook. Well, this wax comes off real good. Sometimes that's the worst part of getting at the beer, is actually breaking through the wax seal. And now that I say that, I'm having a hard time. Let's see if that's enough to break it open for me. There she comes. Well, I have been warned, and I broke the seal. So let's see what, maybe this will help break the curse of Old Man Winter. Very limited release. I remember the bottle shop where I picked it up, they had 3 or 4 cases. I just managed to grab 2 bottles, which was their maximum. Boy, a lot of carbonation coming off there. That is a dark, rosé color. Had about a finger of head, and it is quickly dissipating. Brownish. I'll give you a little look on it. Brown with, if you can see through it with a bright light, there's some red hints to it. And the head dissipating. Wow, that is funky. Real sour, acidic. It does remind me of, I'm trying to think of what the beer was that we reviewed. Not the Philosophers. I'm trying to think a bit of that, but the Duchess, Belgian farm ale, gives me that sour flair, but some oak in there. I guess let's see how she tastes. Here's to beating Old Man Winter again. Cheers. Wow, that is different. There's a little carbonation, although it seems to be more of a flat feel to it. The sour cherries is definitely there. And kind of bitter, I don't know, I guess I've never tasted tobacco. Well, I guess, alright, maybe I tried once. There's a little tobacco flavor in there. Oak, there's a woodiness to it. It seems a little flat. It's what I'm getting from it. Just no carbonation coming off it as if it had broken the seal. Maybe that's intentional, but kind of some of the darker raisins, grapes, a little chocolate in there, but a lot of fruit, the sour cherries, strawberries, cranberries, definitely the strawberries coming through towards the end. A little bit of malt a little later in there, some grape or plum. A lot of fruit flavors as you taste it. Just a hint of chocolate. I kind of like smelling it. It is very much like the Duchess or the Rodenbach, that Cru that we reviewed back in January, I think. Very reminiscent of that, a very Belgian strain. The sour's not overboard. I was expecting this, just in reading about it, that it was going to be sour. It's pretty well balanced, but it just seems rather flat. This one's not a lot of good flavor. It just feels thin and flat to me. I was expecting something a little more. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I got a bad bottle. Maybe the other one we'll find out in a couple years is the same thing, or it's totally different. It just has gone thin. That's my lots of neat tastes, and the sour is real nice. It just is almost like sour, I don't know, boy, maybe I'm being a little harsh on it, but sour water or so. I just, maybe this is not something for me. If you've tried it, let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. That's what, it's the Surly Pentagram from the Surly Brewing Company, and I've liked a lot of their other beers. They've got some very good beers. This one's just not hitting me. I'm going to go 6.5. Just, maybe I got a bad bottle. Thin and flat. Anyways, thanks for sharing a beer with me, world. Let me know what you think out on YouTube or Facebook. Cheers!